gardening is too woke nowadays.
Really?
I think so. You know how some things just give off a vibe, an
Yeah.
uncomfortable, like a vibe that makes you uncomfortable. Gardening is just, I see gardening and I feel like it's trying to indoctrinate me. I see somebody gardening and I think that they think that they're better than me because what? They're making their house look, there's nothing more woke than making your house look pretty.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. No, I see what you mean. It's like it's showing off. It's performative.
Right. I don't
It's
understand it. And
gardening is yeah. They make it
it's a
all about
performance.
them.
It's a show. It's an
Yeah.
entertainment,
It's like a baby
and
shower.
yeah.
Like
Baby showers are like, there's nothing more woke than a baby shower, I think. Like, okay, you're showing this baby that has a gender to the world. Okay.
well,
Thanks, I guess. What
it's all about them. They make it all about them. These baby
It's a
showers.
celebration,
I mean, when I have a baby
unfortunately.
shower, it's like it's the most fun time of the year, right?
Right. Right.
But if I have to go to someone else's, I have to give them a gift.
No.
No.
And they expect the most of you. They
Yeah.
expect something incredibly expensive,
Mhm.
or just money.
Yeah.
They ask for tens of thousands of dollars in cash, and like, I'm putting that to my own baby shower. I mean, I've had dozens of baby showers,
Yeah.
so like, I mean, that money's got to go somewhere.
On a lot of times I have a baby shower and I don't even have I'm not even expecting a kid. I just want gifts, so I tell people that I
Right.
am.
I kind of like, what I kind of do is I have a baby shower for a baby, but I keep just saying that the baby is, being born older. So it's the same baby for the baby shower, but
Mhm.
at the third baby's baby shower, I just said that, oh yeah, he was born a 3-year-old,
Yeah.
but it's the same kid, but people are none the wiser.
It's he was late. He was a little late. He was about 3 years late.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was in there for a while,
Mhm.
he was dying to come out. So, people often, give you more money the older the baby is. So there's a statistic in there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, welcome back to Collateral. I'm Wyatt Matthews.
And I'm Seth Teeth. You might have heard a little bit of a little chatter between us going on. We were having a little bit of a
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah, we
and
didn't
we
even
just so
know we
happened to
were
be rolling.
rolling, just
Yeah.
happened to, yeah.
Yeah. I guess the button got clicked or something, but we
That'll
were
happen.
talking.
That'll happen.
Yeah. So you probably heard some stuff,
Yeah.
and that's okay. I mean, we're not. Hey, we're very open and
We're
honest about our
transparent.
conversations. Yeah. Yeah. We're anything but woke, is what we like to say. So,
Well, I've never said that. You say that,
well,
but yeah.
I mean, it's kind of okay. Yeah, it's been said before.
Okay.
So
Yeah. And by a lot of people. Uh,
it's just what people are
today,
saying down the street.
you know, New Year's. What are we? Halfway? Like 3/4 of the way? Two
I guess
thirds of
you
the
could say
way?
we're something like
Two
that.
thirds of the way.
We're Yeah. I mean, we're more than a third of the way.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, we're well more than halfway towards the new year.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, we are more than a third of the way.
Yeah, that's just a stupid way of. Anyway, it's gonna be
All right.
2026 any month now, which
It's
means
it,
it's
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 coming
time
up.
to it's time to look back on years past. I mean, New Year's used to
Yeah.
be a much bigger deal. God.
I mean, I feel like it's gotten smaller and smaller every year. I mean,
Mhm.
the ball that they have in, what is that? What city is that? New
New
York
York.
City.
Yeah,
I feel like they're making the ball smaller every year.
the city we live in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, we were just last New Year's Eve. We were actually on the top of that skyscraper. We
The
were right
tower.
next to the ball.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like I mean, it just looks smaller than usual.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's some sort of there's something going on in the with the New Year's executives, and they're just trying to make the ball smaller for
Fewer
whatever reason. It's I
people,
mean it's surely a money thing.
smaller
Um,
balls. Yeah, it's expensive. But there's just not as much excitement. New Year's is my favorite holiday of all
right.
by a mile.
It's it's the marking of a new year.
It
You know,
is.
and what's better than that? I mean, more money to come in, more employees to hire.
New year, new me. It's a great
Right.
thing because I get to spend the entire year just doing whatever I want, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any consequences for it because at the new year I say, okay, well it's a new me. I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
mean,
me.
they basically say that every year you have the opportunity to be a completely different person than you were the year before.
Hmm.
I mean, your income stays completely the same, but you can just completely change your personality and be a completely different person. And it's
Yeah,
legal. It's completely
it's
legal.
completely legal to change yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, that's the beauty of New Year's. You know, you get to be a
Yeah.
completely different person. I mean, the law can't really fight you if
Nope.
you're, not the person you were last year.
Same income,
So,
same house,
yeah.
same
Hmm.
attitude, same habits,
Yeah.
but completely different.
Yeah. And
Completely
that's
new.
really just a beautiful thing. So,
Yeah, but people don't really do that anymore. I mean,
no.
do you remember? You remember the Y2K?
Yeah, yeah, no, that was quite a time. I mean, I don't things have definitely changed since then.
Yeah.
I mean, Y2K was kind of that was probably the peak of New Year's,
Yeah.
you know.
That was
The year before and the subsequent year.
all the
That was probably
cards. All the cards were on
yeah.
the table then.
I mean, people were losing their minds. I mean, they
Yeah.
thought the computers were saying, "Oh, the year, the
The
world's going to end
computer,
2000."
they can't
Yeah,
count that
it's
high. We didn't build them
yeah,
to count that high.
it's a computer.
Come on.
Just program it to count a couple thousand more years. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they go up into the hundred
Okay.
thousand years
Now,
nowadays.
now we're good. Now we're good for the next
Hmm.
billions of trillions of years.
Yeah.
Computers are counting higher than they ever. But if we go back to the 70s, when
Hmm.
the people kind of made these computers that couldn't count that high, you know what
Hmm.
they said? They said, all right, well, we have this new banking system, we have all these computers, but they may or may not be able to count to 2000.
Hmm.
Um, and but they just, you know what they did? They just rolled with it. They said, you know what? We got 30 years to figure this out. Let's just do it. That's a problem
Yeah.
for us later.
I mean, if you're like 60 years old working on this bank, that's not a problem for your lifetime.
No,
You're probably going to die before that.
you
I
can die
mean,
way
so like,
before that.
yeah, in the next like 10 years or so. I mean, life expectancy back then
I
it
mean,
was
people,
not good. It was
yeah,
quite low, quite low.
yeah. These days, people are living a
Um,
long time. So
they're living, well into their hundreds, 120. It's really quite
120.
remarkable, and I think it's just something that they're putting in the air quality and the
Who's that
water. I
guy?
think
Who's
it's
that guy? Who's trying to like live the longest life or something like that?
Bill Burrow. It was Bill Burrow. He's trying to live the longest possible life he can. He's up until like the 150s
Bill Burrow.
nowadays.
That's not true.
Are you fact checking me right now?
Yeah.
Is that what this is? I mean, he goes silent, and
Brian Johnson.
I was close. Oh no, Bill Burrow is the youngest person
Yeah, he
alive.
was just born, and
Yeah,
now he's not. So Brian Johnson is a local hero, someone who
right.
has trying to stay alive for as long as possible. If
Yeah, I mean,
if
good for him.
and that's good because that's a if you live as long as possible, then your inventions have to live as long as possible, and that's not the way people were thinking back in the 70s.
Right.
They were like,
In the
screw it.
70s, they were doing things. They were a lot looser with their terms and their rules and
Everything
stuff.
was
They
a
were
lot
kind of
looser in the 70s.
yeah. I mean, the 70s that was quite the year.
Quite the
It's
loose time.
ain't nothing like. I mean, everybody was having a loose time in the 70s.
Hmm.
They were getting up to some crook stuff back then. I mean, things really haven't been the same since what happened in the 70s. I mean, I miss it.
Yeah,
Boy, do I miss it. But it's I wish we could go back, but the only way back is forward.
that's
And
what they
until time
say.
machines get invented, we can't go back. So
So we're waiting for that. Yeah, take a big sip there. I mean, I saw that movie Taxi Driver. What is that? That was the 70s, right? Star
something
Wars.
like that.
That was the
Yeah, Star
70s.
Wars. I mean, Star Wars is actually it's more of a documentary.
Yeah,
You know,
of a long
I
time
mean,
ago.
right, right. They basically found transcripts and ancient scrolls of a previous war a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and they basically just they used that as a script for a movie. And George Lucas, I mean, he's a modern day prophet. He made it come to life. So
Taxi Driver was good too. I mean, they were very loose with that, you know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, boy, that movie. He does a lot of driving around in that city.
That's the job.
I mean, that movie kind of revolutionized taxi driving.
Hmm.
It made it the number one job in the world.
If you were a taxi driver back then, you didn't have a gun before that movie, and then you watched
Mhm.
that movie. Pretty much every taxi has 3 guns in it now.
Yeah, I mean, there's two underneath the seats in the back, and there's one underneath the driver's
That's
seat.
right. Everyone, every was it's very comforting, you know, getting into a taxi knowing everyone in here has a gun.
Right. It's you can defend yourself if need be.
Hmm.
In case the passengers go crazy, or in case the driver goes crazy, you can turn on him.
Or in case the drivers
Um,
outside are going crazy, which oftentimes they are, you know, in these
right,
New
right.
York City traffic.
Don't even get me started on New York City traffic. That place is horrendous when it comes to traffic.
You have to have
I mean,
guns in
but
your taxi if you want to get around
but
the
like,
city.
yeah, back to Taxi Driver. It really like, I mean, taxi drivers back in the '70s were making equivalent, with inflation, they were making the equivalent to like $100,000 a year.
It was a good job.
And yeah, I mean, it was the number one sought after job. It was a family job. They called taxi driving the number one family job.
Yeah, it was a family job. It was like New York became your whole family, all of it, and you drive them around. You take them
Right.
to their doctor's appointments. You take them home. You take them
Hmm.
out. It was, you know, you were like if you're a taxi driver, you're like the parent of every New Yorker.
Yeah, I mean, you basically are the parent of every. I mean, I've had a few taxi drivers who I was with that would give me some sage advice that I'd use.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one taxi driver when I was in my 20s that I was with, and he basically he pitched me an idea, and I mean, it was a health idea, so obviously, that was what I wanted to get into. I was still in college during this time,
Yeah.
and he basically just gave me the key to modern health medicine, and I was like, wow, I appreciate that. So I'm going to use that. And he's like, all right. Never seen him again. So, I mean, this is one taxi driver back when I was 20 or in my 20s or something like that. He changed my life forever.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
and I can't thank him enough.
I mean, I had a similar thing, you know. I had a similar thing in a taxi that kind of changed my life. You know, that my taxi driver, he told me this thing. This was way back. This was kind of like before even before Apple. You know,
Right.
and he was kind of muttering something about the clouds. You have to get into the clouds, and I didn't know what that meant at the time. But then, a few years pass, Apple happens, you get this thing called the iCloud, and you
Mm,
can upload
right.
things to it, right?
Right.
And I think
I
what he
mean,
was
it was
talking about
revolutionary.
was he was trying to figure out how to upload his conscious to the iCloud.
Right.
Now, when you think about this guy, Brian Johnson, who's trying to live forever, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's only going to get him so far, right?
Right. I mean, he's got to think bigger. He's
Yeah.
got to think metaphorical. He's got to think, he's got to put his mind literally somewhere that it could live forever.
Because
I
those,
mean,
yeah.
the
These
cloud's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to stick around for a while.
these bodies we
Um,
have are only so capable, but the
I mean,
cloud is infinite.
our bodies age, but our minds stay consistent.
Hmm.
It's really. I mean, thinking about it like that, we are our souls, and our souls can go anywhere. We can harness anything, and why not harness the cloud? You know.
You can, if you eat healthy, if you exercise, if you go outside, if you have a lot of friends, you'll live a good long life. Don't smoke
Right.
cigarettes. Maybe smoke a couple cigarettes, but you'll
I
you'll
mean, a
you'll be
cigarette
fine.
every now and then will it's not gonna
Can't
kill you.
hurt. No,
You
no,
know.
it's not.
Right.
But everyone's gonna die.
It's gonna
But
happen. It's
but
bound to happen every now and then.
but if you can essentially what we're talking about is becoming AI. You
Right.
yourself become an AI.
Mm-hmm.
Long after you are gone, people can still talk to you. You can still have ideas. Your influence on the world is never ending.
I mean, there's the whole problem with generative AI nowadays that it's apparently their people are using it to make their movie, and it's not, there's not an artist, there's not a human artist involved. But if the AI is a human soul, I mean, there's no problem with generative AI then. I
No,
mean, it's being made by a human,
it's
but this human just
generating
doesn't have a
soul.
physical body.
Yeah,
Right, exactly. So, I mean, they are calling it GS, generative soul. That there's a movie coming out soon where it's completely directed. It features it's an animated film. It's a generative soul film.
hmm
It's made by
it's the
someone
sequel
who
to that movie that came out a few years ago that was just called Soul, but this is called
right,
Generative
right.
Soul,
Yeah, and
where
it's a Disney film or
hmm
Disney Pixar.
yeah,
Gosh, there's too many names nowadays. But it looks, I mean, it looks fascinating. It's the first film completely made by a human computer.
they have robots
Um,
in heaven and robots in whatever before heaven is, whatever before life is,
right,
waiting
right.
to be born into the AI world.
Yeah, I mean, they actually are experimenting right now with sending computers into hell and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, they've successfully sent computers into heaven,
Well,
and
yeah.
we all know what happened with that. But
I've been
in
doing
hell, I
that.
mean,
Yeah. Like
anybody can really do that. You
just
just
giving
gotta,
it a good old restart and then
yeah,
start opening new tabs until the computer can't. It's like feeding it until it dies. That's what you
right.
do.
You gotta make the computer learn to appreciate um, what it doesn't have,
hmm
and that's really just the key
Learn to
to send your
appreciate
computer to hell
its
or heaven.
limits.
Sorry. Yeah.
Learn to
Yeah. And
appreciate
once
its
your
limits.
computer goes into heaven, it goes through a sort of like metaphysical process where it comes back
Yeah.
as a sort of ball of light. And I mean, this is really where in the Bible, this is where they got the concept of an angel from. They basically sent computers up into heaven, and they came back down as omnipotent beings,
hmm
balls of light that speak in poem, and they talk to you and they give
They're
you sage
enchanted.
advice. Right,
Yeah.
right.
They turn into the meta. It's kind of like it's it's kind of a metaphor what we're talking because it's kind of like we're giving our computers or injecting them with basically LSD. They
Mm-hmm.
go, oh, we went to heaven, we came back, we're enchanted, we're wise,
Mm-hmm.
and then we upload ourselves to that conscious,
Right.
and we become this super ultimate being that will live on forever as long as there's
We
Wi-Fi.
s- yeah. I mean, there are limitations, but once we undergo this process, I mean, we see all, we can feel all, we smell all, we know what has come before and what hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
We're experiencing everything whilst experiencing nothing.
which is not new to us. I mean, if we go back
No, I
to
mean,
our first episode when we were
yeah,
talking
bank
about
punch.
human knowledge, fungal knowledge, all these knowledge, now it's computer knowledge.
Yeah, we're adding another one to the bundle. It's
hmm
we're adding computer knowledge, and I mean, this one comes with a hefty price
Yeah,
because technology ain't cheap.
no.
So I mean, but this is really just revolutionizing. I mean, it's going to revolutionize the workforce.
Yep.
Everyone's going to know how much money they're going to make.
Yeah, and they're gonna live forever too. It's gonna
Right,
every worker
right.
will live forever so that they can work forever.
I mean, and there really are no downsides to this process. I mean, it only goes up from here.
Yeah.
But again, this is really just a metaphorical process. I mean, we're experimenting with the sending the computers to hell, metaphorical hell, if you will,
Yeah.
and a metaphorical
Tab
heaven.
hell.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this
4chan.
whole process, it's all. I mean, take it as it comes to you.
Yeah.
Um, but don't expect anything. If you go in with expectations, you're not going to have anything happen.
Yeah,
So
exactly. AI doesn't
it's
have expectations. AI is living in the moment.
right, right. There's one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and I think it's kind of an important topic, and especially nowadays. It's in fact it's gardening. Um, I mean, we talked about gardening briefly and how woke it is,
We
but
did.
there is one beautiful thing about gardening. There's a lot of crouching involved, um, and that's, I mean, not enough people are crouching nowadays. Crouching, I feel like, is it's a lost art form, especially when it comes to putting your knees to work. Your knees are actually incredibly, incredibly weak, and they get even weaker over time. I mean, you've experienced this firsthand. You've had, your knee crumble injuries and stuff like that. Um, so, I mean, would you like to tell us about your injury?
Now, listen, this has been Collateral. I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name's Wyatt Matthews.
And I'm Seth T. Listen, keep gardening, folks, and take care of your knees, all right? Put your knees to work.